Welcome back, everybody, to Planet Neolexia, where everything has gone to hell in a handbasket, and it's all my fault. I hope you're enjoying yourselves, because I'm having a blast with this game, even though I am really, really bad at it, and have screwed everything up horribly. Basically what happened was, towards the beginning, I accidentally screwed up a story that I thought was fairly harmless and neutral, and it actually ended up making the rebels send me a death threat, so I kind of panicked and tried to side with them from now on in order to appease them, and as a result we have gotten so much heat from the government. As you can see, the suspicion bar is almost all the way at the top, and basically we've got corporations that hate us because we've been reporting on their shady doings as far as apartment fires and polluting the environment. The government is mad at us because we've been reporting on their shady doings with schools and libraries and things such as that. And we've got a local celebrity who's mad at us because we reported on him divorcing his 8th wife. But to make matters worse, one of my reporters is missing. She has apparently been kidnapped by the government because they really, really hate the stuff she's been writing. And that is horrible, and I feel so bad about that, but the worst thing of all is that we got a bomb threat, and I thought that I properly warned people about it, but apparently I didn't, because a lot of innocent people died as a result of my incompetence, and yeah. As I said in the last episode, consider this a tutorial on what not to do. Don't play the game like I'm doing it, because I have screwed everything up so bad. I don't know if there's a way to fix this. I really don't think there is. Oh my goodness. This is terrible. Let's see if there is anything we can do to fix this. We need to get the heat down. As much as I hate the government and what they're doing, I can't have any more of my people getting kidnapped. That is horrible, horrible, horrible stuff right there. So let's see if there's anything we can do. Oh my goodness. Was passed today that will make sure cinemas only show government-approved contents. The government will create a new institution responsible for examining movies before public screening. The bill will come into force 1 month after the public culture bill, of course. Of course. Alright. My goodness. I'm so sorry, guys. Oddly enough, everybody's well-being is high. That's what's weird. Because one of the reporters was kidnapped, and yet everybody seems to be in very high spirits. You see the comfort bar is almost all the way up to the top with a little thumbs up? That's what's weird. You'd think they would be a lot more angry at me for screwing up this badly and getting people killed and getting Anne kidnapped, but no, they're happy. They're totally fine with that. Maybe they didn't like her. I don't know. Shot during a robbery close to the Eastern factories. The perpetrator was alone and wore a goat mask. That's hilarious. The victim was shot in his left arm, resulting in minor injuries. Police apprehended the robber shortly after. Wait, I'm confused. Is the victim the robber? Or was he a bystander? Okay, it was a bystander. Right. That was just a little awkwardly worded, I guess, or maybe I just didn't understand. I'm still a little bit shook up by how everything has gone so horribly wrong. Riots in the southern docks. Yesterday, a small riot erupted in the southern docks. The mob smashed windows and set fire to trash cans. Police tried to intervene but were overpowered. The riot ended after backup arrived and 8 people were arrested. This is probably my fault too, because the Southern Docks are very, very heavily sided with the rebels right now because of the stories I've been printing. Everything's going to hell. What's this? Fashion designer's lover speaks out. Vera Vizana, I think that's how you say that, has reached the public stage with accusations of sexual deviancy from a formerly employed model. The female model claims to have traded intimate favors only to be fired after a falling out. According to the agency, the model in question was fired due to alcohol abuse. As of yet, Vezana, I don't know how to say that name, has no comment. Welster & Son declares bankruptcy. 200 employees lose their jobs. This is horrible. A small furniture maker, Welster & Son, has officially closed down their business. The company has steadily lost money the last 5 years until they finally shut down their factories yesterday. Adding together both their factories and stores, Welster & Son employed about 200 people. There is absolutely no good news in the news right now, and it's all my fault. Oh, I'm terrible at this game. Westport State Prison plans to double its capacity of prisoners. This is possible due to the smaller cells that have been constructed during the last few months. The government expects that this will make maintenance of prisoners both easier and cheaper. I think if I cross out this part, yeah, let's do that. Give it to Phil. Julie. Oh dear. I really don't know what to do, but I feel like I need to report this, but, oh, I have a feeling doing so would shoot myself in the foot after I've already shot myself everywhere else. Man, this is such a hard game. I can't tell if I'm just incredibly bad at making decisions or if it really is just this hard. Every time I think I'm making the right choice, it turns out horribly, horribly wrong, and yeah. Alright, let's cross out these two and just leave it at that. We'll give it to Frank. Himself to write the article. I understand. Can you write this one instead? Okay. Phil, do you want to do the bomb? Okay. You can do the bomb. There we go. Julie. Let's have Julie do this one. I'm really not happy with this, but we have horrible choices here. I don't see how any... I guess we could do the fashion designer one, but... My goodness. I just have so many bad choices here. Let's not do this one. Let's do the fashion designer and just hope that that doesn't... Hang on, let me look at it first. If they have no comment, then how can they say that she was fired due to alcohol? fashion designer one. That seems the safest. Okay. Julie, that's yours. Fashion designer on page 2. And, yeah. So much bad. So much bad going on. Yeah. So that's 60, 70, 80, 90, so 10% here. There we go. Let's see how many people die this time. Julie. Oh, look at the empty chair. I'm so sorry, guys. Julie, things just seem to be getting worse at Revival, don't they? Frank, I hope it gets better. My friend working there says they're getting treated like animals. No one should have to work under those conditions. Julie, I agree. The more I hear about that place, the more I feel sorry for the employees. Phil, personally, I don't think it's as black and white. After all, Revival have had financial troubles for years, so of course they'll be having trouble paying people. Frank, it's not just a question about pay, though. Poor working hours, hazardous environments. Not to mention the fact that the workers getting punished for the management's mistakes is what leads to things getting a lot worse over there. 0 weeks left. Let's see what happens. On the plus side, we're selling very well. We've sold many papers, and things are looking well as far as that goes, but, how's our heat looking? Oh good, it dropped a little. Yay! Oh, maybe that saved us from dying, I don't know. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it looks like that's the end. Sorry about the abrupt ending, it says. Okay. So that was it. That was the Westport Independent by 0010. What a tough game, man! I tell you what, the choices that you have to make are just, man. I was pulling my hair out trying to figure out what to do. It's so easy for things to get out of hand. It's ridiculous. I was getting death threats from people left and right, and every time I tried to fix something, it would just swing in the other direction too quickly for me to handle. And man, it's really hard. I'm dying to play this game again though, and see if there's a better solution. There's got to be some way to have a more kind of a middle ground thing going on. I definitely want to make sure that my people don't get kidnapped anymore, and that there aren't any more bombs. That was horrible, but it's a lot of fun. It really is. It really sucks you into the story, and I cannot wait to see the final version of this game come out. What they have so far is just amazing, and this is definitely going to be a game that that I think will draw a lot of people in and really make them think about choices that they make, and also make them think about the media in general and the kind of influences that they have. I mean, it's not really something that people think about consciously, is just how much the news really impacts us. You know, you hear stories about, you know, like for example, in the 40s when this takes place, you know, with McCarthyism and the Red Scare and the witch hunts and stuff going on. This is definitely something that, if you're a fan of American history, is very, very relatable to the kinds of things that have happened here before, and the kinds of things that are kind of happening now, in a way, with the whole post 9/11 thing going on, and people being scrutinized for, you know, being disloyal and having thoughts that are opposite to what the government wants and stuff like that. But this is obviously a very, very extreme example. This is more the kind of thing that you would see in, like, you know, countries with much, much worse governments and very, very harsh controls over media and everything that goes on, you know. But the stuff that's going on, you know, the way that they're talking about the schools and the libraries and the arts and things like that being attacked, you know, these are all, it's very true to life. It really is. These kinds of things really do happen. They have happened. They are happening now in places all over the world. And so it's a very real game. It feels very real. And the choices that you have to make and the things that you have to deal with as a result of those choices, I feel like it's a really good game, especially considering that this is still early alpha and it's not even finished yet. It is a little bit confusing, like, it's not always clear what the right choice is, but I guess that's realistic in a way too, because you don't know for sure. I mean, like the whole bomb threat thing, I mean, it was kind of vaguely bomb thready, but I wasn't 100% sure because it was not overt enough, and I didn't want to... By then, I was already getting so much heat from the government, I really didn't want to risk running afoul of them anymore, and one of my people ended up getting kidnapped anyway because of something else, apparently, and so there's a lot to think about. I would really like to know more about how, what page you put a story on, how that impacts the story and the outcome. I would also like to know a little bit more about how the person that you choose to write a story, how that affects the outcome. I think it would be interesting to learn more about those aspects of the game. Obviously, they put those choices in there for a reason, like what page you put a story on. I'm just not sure how that affects it. So I would like to learn more about that and maybe have that be a little bit more clear. But, yeah, so far, very impressed with it. So, this game is an early alpha, but it is free to download. The website you see right here, just go there and check it out for yourself. I highly, highly recommend it. And let's all keep our eyes on this one for when the final version comes out. I can't wait to try it out. And I hope you try it out for yourself as well. So, I hope you've liked this, even though I blundered it horribly. Again, just consider this a tutorial on what not to do. Have fun playing it, everybody, and have a wonderful day. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye-bye.